Hello everyone, this is Lisa from Lisa Grateful Me. Welcome to my channel. I have to tell you guys, I did something unusual today. I wanted to think and brainstorm a little bit about my channel and some of the things that I'm doing. And you all know that I love doing savings challenges. In fact, that's all I do. I don't ever really do budget with me's. I've before have done sinking funds and I've gotten away from them, and for some reason I felt like I needed to create some sinking fund categories and a sinking fund sheet and talk a little bit about them. Now, first of all, do you have sinking funds? Well, like I said before, had a sinking fund binder and I've gotten rid of it. And I really kind of feel prompted that I need to start that back up. So why have sinking funds? What are they really? Do you really need them? And I started thinking about it, and sinking funds gives every dollar you earn a job and a purpose. Sinking funds kind of help you assign your money to a certain category. You tell your money where it needs to go instead of wondering where it went. Sinking funds can really reduce financial stress. You can have some peace of mind moving forward because you're prepared without having to reach into a credit card or reach into your emergency fund or reach into your savings account. Sinking funds can be very powerful. And the thing that I love about them is that you can add money to them little by little. Now, I am kind of leery, kind of preaching about sinking funds here on my channel because all I ever do are savings challenges. But I think there's room for both sinking funds and savings challenges. So I created this darling sinking fund tracker. So what you need to do is you need to decide the name of your fund. Let's just use medical, for example. I would write medical, the goal date in which I want to complete it, and the dollar amount or the goal amount that I want in my fund. And then I'm going to figure out how many months away it is until I need that money, and I'm going to divide the amount by the number of months that I have, or the number of weeks, or the number of pay periods. You get to choose. So what I would go ahead and do is write my medical fund right here. My goal date would be, I would need it by, let's just say January 1st. The amount I would need would probably be the amount that I need for co-pays, the amount I need for prescriptions, and the amount I would need if I had to go into the hospital, like my deductible. So I need to sit down and figure out what that is. And then I would take how many months I have left to save and divide that and figure out how much I need. And then I would come in, and I love this. I made this little wheel chart for us to color things in and to watch our success. Now, I did it in 10% increments because 10% of something is so easy to figure out. So I would go ahead and write those amounts in, and then as I completed it, I would color in the pie chart. Then there is a blank space right here for you to write notes or whatever you need to do to take care of these things. Now, maybe your note is on this month I have 3 pay periods, so don't forget to add an extra amount with that extra pay period. So you have some space to give yourself room for notes. All right. I not only made this cute tracker, but you guys, these are so stinking cute. I want you to know that I'm going to have these in a PDF. They are going to be up in my Ko-fi shop. There are over 20 pages, I think. Let me look really quick. I still have it up here. I think there's 15 pages, and I'm going to have all of it available for $5. So I have each of these designs with a blank space, so you can go and you can write in whatever category you want. And here's just 2 of them so you can see them. For example, I went in and also wrote some of the probably the more regular sinking funds that most people use. And so you can either get the blank ones. Well, they all come together. You can either use the blank ones or you can use the ones that I've already printed. So for example, these are my sinking fund areas that I'm going to work on. So there's going to be subscriptions and utilities. So this will be all my utilities, like my gas, my power, my sewer, all of those things. So when I'm over here figuring out how much money I need, I'm going to add all those up. And then I'm going to go ahead and make that my goal amount. Now, if you have seen some of my old videos, the last time I did sinking funds, I put them in order from the lowest dollar amount to the highest dollar amount. And I actually used the snowball method. And I really, really like that. What I did is every sinking fund got a minimum of, I think it was $5. So every time I stuffed, I put $5 in. And then my very first one, let's say it was subscriptions and it was $100. When I hit $100, then the $5 that I was using for this, I would put it to the utilities. So utilities would get its $5 that was mandatory, plus the $5 snowball amount from subscriptions. So I hope that makes sense. So there's lots of ways that you can do your sinking funds, and that I really enjoyed doing it that way. I have dental, the same thing. I will have for visits, and I will figure out how much I would need in case someone had a toothache. This could include braces. It could include anything that has to do with dental. Then clothing. I live in Utah. During the seasons, we buy different clothes for different seasons. And so that is something to go ahead and schedule out. I also have home repairs. It could be appliances. It could be a new roof. It could be whatever that is associated with my home. Then personal care. Personal care can be like shampoos, lotions, haircuts, skincare, all those different things for taking care of yourself and taking care of other people in your family. This one is so important. Vehicles. This would, I do tax and licensing, tire repairs, vehicle repairs, oil changes. So I would do that one as well. Birthdays. You guys, I'm going to put up in the Ko-fi shop also a sheet of birthdays. I write out all the gifts that I need to buy for the year. I write out who it goes to, the date of the birthday, the amount that is associated for that particular gift or that particular person. And so then I could just go ahead and know exactly what I need for my sinking funds. See how you really have to go through your budget and really take a close look to see how much money you need. Then holidays. This includes Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, all the holidays. It would take me some time to really sit down and think about that. Holidays are really expensive. And unless you save little by little, you are going to find yourself in a huge, huge mess. So there we go. And then medical that we've talked about. If you have pets, there's one for pets. How much is their food of, emergency vet visit, a regular checkup, those kinds of things, and gifts. So this would be graduation, anything besides birthday and holidays. So like weddings, graduation, weddings, baby showers, all those different things. I would put that there. So I have these ones already done. I am going to go in and do some fun sinking funds. So for me, a fun one would be my garden. I plant tons of flowers every year, so I'd want that. Date night. Date night is so important. My husband and I, we've been married over 30 years. Every Friday we go out on a date, and we have since we've been married. And I tell you, it is something that has kept us so close. I think it's part of our success. Also, family fun. Our family, we like to drop things and just get together. We all live close by. We'll be like, hey, let's go to the park. And then after the park, Grandma and Grandpa, which means me and my husband, we buy everyone ice cream or, just things like that. Maybe we want to go to the movie and we want to take all the grandkids. Family fun is so important. It's as important to me as like medical and all those different things. So that's going to be in there, and I'm going to go in and write that out on the blank ones. So my fun ones, I'm going to just go ahead and write them out. Another thing you could add is vacation or wellness, like wellness going to the spa or things like that. So there are just some ideas. I also am going to add groceries. I do a major stock up in my home twice a year. I have a year's worth of toilet paper, paper towels, all the necessities, laundry soap, toothpaste, all those things. And having a sinking fund for that will really help. So sinking funds can be really important. They just really help you see where your money is going to go. It gives them that purpose, and it helps you be prepared. And I am a big believer of scriptures. If you're prepared, you shall not fear. And that is so, so very true. Now, I have not gone through. Okay, so in the PDF, you guys, my doggy's hair is right here. In the PDF, there's one of these. You're going to run this off as many times as you need to for as many sinking funds as you have. You're going to sit down. You're going to name it, date it, your goal date, when you want it to say by. Some of these things might be 6 months. One might be 2 years away. That is for you to set the goal date. And then the goal amount, and then how much you need to add monthly to that. A good way to add money to these is just to go ahead and do mini savings challenges. Have a mini savings challenge for every single one of your sinking funds. And that is probably what I am going to do with my mini savings challenges going forward. I've been using them for my different binders, but I think that I might switch it up and use them for my sinking funds. So that might be a change on my channel. Will I start sinking funds right away? I think so, because I kind of got inspired. Where will I fit it in? I don't know, because I am already saving for so many things. I'm trying to save for I have a 10K binder. I have a remodel binder. I have a binder that is my paper doll one that is kind of for like sinking funds a little bit. I have different categories. So I'm going to sit down and really, oh my goodness, take a huge look at my budgeting, and I will go ahead and, show you guys what the decisions that I've made and the things that I'm doing. Now, hang on just a minute. My grandkids came up and they're just going at it. Hang on. Okay, I turned my ring light on Whenever you have a binder like this, the ring light always does a glare. And so I turned it off while I was showing you these. Look how cute. This is my sinking fund shaker binder. And I'll put it to the side. So one of my sinking funds happens to be my medical savings. I have accrued some medical debt. And so I am using this savings challenge to help me get out of the medical debt. I am going to use my sinking fund medical envelope for saving for future medical expenses and getting that beefed up. So I have, even though I have two medical things, they're doing two different purposes. One's to get out of debt, and one is to go ahead and to get some money in that envelope for future situations and future expenses. So today in my video, I am happy to say I'm adding $20, $40, $60, $80, $100 to this envelope. And this brings me a lot of joy. It is so frustrating, you guys. Everything is so expensive nowadays, and medical bills they're outrageous. So we are going to add some love to my medical bills. And I decided right here, if I go 6 plus 5 is 11, plus 4 is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So from 2 to 6 across, that is $20. And I have 20, 40, 60, 81. So I have 5 rows that I can color in. So I'm going to color in all the 2s, 5 rows of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's that. And now we can do this one. The 3s, we'll do 5, which feels good. I've had this in my long-term savings binder forever, and I haven't used it. And then look where I find myself. I didn't save with it, and now, man, I wish I would have. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. Lesson learned. Just be better. Go forward. Do the best you can. Okay, so there's all the 4s. That's awesome. And let's see here. Oh, my goodness gracious. Where are my markers? Let's do all the 5s right here. We'll color that in. Oh, thank you, son. You can say hi to YouTube world.
What up, YouTube?
Put your hand in there. Say hi.
What up, YouTube? I had to eat one of your pretzels.
Oh, that's fine. My son went and got us some pretzels, and it's deliciousness. And he went and got himself a drink. Okay, now we can color the 6s in that far. So this box only needs $40 more, and that one's in. We have a $100 placeholder in here that I went and paid bills already. We're adding another 100 here today. And then let's go ahead and grab, look at this, my son brought me some change back. He brought me 5, 6, 7, and 8. He brought me $8 back. I'm going to go pop my ring light off. And let's see here. How many we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can roll a D12 and we can add just a little bit of money. That works out. Okay, rock and roll. Here we go. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well, it is meant to be. It is medical, and I'm going to put our first 5 right here. Makes me smile. And we can roll again. 8, 10, 9, 8. Birthdays. We'll put $1 in. Okay, that's awesome. Roll again. Woo! A 3. 1, 2, and 3. Dental. And our last one will go to envelope number 4, which is clothing. So I love, love, love that. So there is clothing. Well, that was good. That was the leftover from the $20 bill I gave him. And that is awesome. All right. I think I need to go ahead and pull out one of my binders. Let's see here. I want to work on my paper doll binder, you guys. I think it's my most favorite binder I have. It's just awesome. I want to show you guys a couple things. Let me make sure that we are in frame. Oh, no, we're not. Okay. There we go. Ring light. Come on. Okay. I want to show you guys that there are some placeholders. I'm going to do them for all of the paper doll girls. Right. I've done the Scottish one, the Hawaiian one, and then the Egyptian one. So those are up in my Ko-fi shop as well. And as you guys can see over here, this is the binder to make all my dreams come true. It is about designing and creating a home that reflects my style, my love, my happiness, a cozy, peaceful, uplifting, joyful, and safe place to dwell. I want to own my own home outright, all mine, all my family, and all my family's. I want to be ahead on bills and what it takes to run my home. So I will be working on savings challenges that can equate over into my sinking funds. So that will be awesome. And then also I have a section where it's for stocking up in my home as well. Then I have all of my bills to get ahead 3 to 6 months for that. So that is totally awesome. I have $1 a square. That is to pay off my mortgage. So there's that. And that is so important to me. So this is such an important binder. Now, here we go. I would like to do a couple rolls. Let's see. For each of my paper dolls right here. I'm going to do, let's do Egypt right here. Egypt has a total of, each colored square is $1. So there's one. Oh, this is not working. Maybe I'll do this. No, that's not going to work either. Okay. I have so many pens. It's crazy. Oh, and this one's got a little roller on there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So let's put $8 in there. You guys, my son, I was up late last night. My son and his family flew out to Maui this morning with the tsunami warning. Oh my goodness. But they made it, and the tsunami warning has been, they've removed it. So hopefully they can go and have a good time and enjoy themselves. My other cousins had to evacuate to high grounds. They were in road gridlock for hours. It was quite the ordeal. So the world is going a little crazy. If you live in a place where there's been earthquakes or flooding or anything like that, I will pray for your safety, and I pray for you guys all the time. I don't know if you know that, but I hope that all is well where you live. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and we can roll the die right here. We got a 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do the last $1. So there's that. We're just going to add that. We just did a placeholder last time, and I think I need to add it up and make sure. Last time I think I needed to add some more money, or I took out too much. I'm not sure what's going on, but there's that. This is actually for my subscriptions. So, no, this is for my city bill. Now, I know I have a sinking fund for my city bill, but this is going to probably be a little bit different now that I start thinking about this. When this challenge is done, I am going to take the money to the city and pay it for as many months as I can. So this is helping me get ahead as far as I can in my particular bill. So this is just for my city. My sinking fund is for all my utilities. So when this is full, I'm going to go pay all of my city bill for as many months as I can, and I'll put money into my sinking fund for all my different utilities. So there's that. All right, let's add $1 to our Vintage Girl. This is $1 a square. This is for my remodel. I am going to be working on getting the most beautiful chandelier for my entranceway. Oh, be still my heart. It's $400, but that's okay. We're just going to keep at it. All right. This one is $1 a square. We're just going to do $1, and this is to help pay down my mortgage. I do not have a sinking fund to pay down my mortgage. That's what these challenges are for. I do have a home sinking fund, and that is for more things like repairs and stuff like that. Okay, Hawaii paper dolls. Let's just roll. I think I'm just going to roll one today. It's getting 5, and that's what we're going to put in. And here's the $5. We'll put that there. Okay, next one. We haven't started this, but let's start at $1 a square. We'll color in $1. Okay, there's that. Oh, what am I talking about? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We have $8 that we didn't color. That's funny. Okay, let's color a few more. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll do this one, 7, and 8. Okay, there we go. $8 in there. That was silly. I don't know why I didn't do that. All right, moving on. Oh, you know what? I think I put the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's do the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And let's glue this down. My goodness. Okay. There's that. We're going to glue that down. And I feel like we need to do one more for today, so there's that. All right, we're going to do the Scottish Girl. Show that some love. And let's see here. Okay, we're just going to do one roll and save for this one. And we got 2. So we'll add $2 into here. 2 into this envelope. And now let's start this one. We're going to do $1 a square for this one. And then we will do $1 a square for this one. Lisa over at Papoose Creations US, she is doing each of these squares a roll and save. I am so curious to see how much money she ends up saving by doing this a roll and save, because there are tons and tons of squares, and maybe I'll do that in these next ones. You never know. But I'm working on just these first few for a little bit here. So there is that. Well, everyone, I think that is everything. It kind of was a hodgepodge and a lot of information and a lot of new things that I normally don't do. But yeah, thanks for being part of my video today. Thanks for spending time with me. And I will catch you tomorrow when Friday, when we do Friday with Friends. That will be my next video, and it should be super, super fun. All right. Love you all. Have a good day, and see you next time.